Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Amersham 3 and this Trippetts Challenge 22 goal match over 6 chukkers. Today's match is between Marques de Riscal and La Magdeleine. For Marques de Riscal, we've got at number 1, Alejandro Aznar off 0 goal. At number 2, Santi Senadath at 7 goal. At 3, Sapper Cassette on 9 goals. And at number 4, Chris McKenzie on 6. For La Magdeleine, we've got at number 1, Alexandra Garese on 0 goal. At 2, Yero Del Carril on 8. He's on 3. At 2 is Facu Fernandez Llorente on 8. And at number 4, Santi Laborde on 6 goals. The umpires are going to be Peter Wright and Jason Dixon. The colours are for Marques de Riscal, they're burgundy, standard burgundy. Always seem to turn up in it. And for La Magdeleine, they're the dark shirts with the gold sleeves. The Trippetts Challenge is used by most of these teams as the warm-up for the Queen's Cup. And this little briefing, I think, by the umpires beforehand is to set the rules straight for the year, hopefully, so everyone understands where we're going and where we're not going to go. Right, looks like the briefing is over. We're about to get underway. Quick reminder, Marques de Riscal is as on the programme. And La Magdalena, just a quick reminder, 1, Garese, 2, Fernandez Llorente, 3, Del Carril, and at 4, Laborde. Marques de Riscal lining up to attack the scoreboard end of the ground towards our right. Ball comes out. Fernandez hooked out of it there by La Magdeleine in the shape of Del Carril. Number 3 for La Magdeleine heads down the ground. He's up over the 60. Just going to try and stick a ball it in. There's nothing Asnar can do about it, and that's 1-0 to La Magdeleine in the first minute. So we change ends, and it's now La Magdeleine in the dark shirt, the dark blue and gold shirts, heading towards the scoreboard to our right. Ball bounces off the back of a pony, comes out on the Marques de Riscal side. Asnar on the ball now. Didn't quite get the shot he wants. He's got Fernandez. Oh, it's a lovely little pass. Unlucky. Bounced off the back end of Asnar's pony, but the under the neck shot follow up from Fernandez. Sonadas goes out to the right. La Magdeleine bringing the ball off the back line. Hit it up. It's Del Carril coming onto it now. Closely marked there by Sapo Cassette. Hits the ball. Unlucky. Bounced out over the boards. Chris McKenzie comes in for Marques de Riscal. Trying to put in Fernandez Llorente. He gets a lovely under the neck shot onto the end of Cassette's stick. Cassette turns on a sixpence. Stick and balls it down to the end and through the posts. 1 goal each. Ball's in, gets straight through the lineup. Del Carril picks up the ball, flicks it forward to Fernandez Llorente. There's the pass down the ground. La Magdeleine in hot pursuit. Mackenzie, though, gets there first for de Riscal. He leaves it for Cassette. Cassette brings it across the ground. He leaves it for Chris Mackenzie. Nice little team play. They played together last year in the high goal in the UK. Unlucky there for Mackenzie. The ball picked up. Picked up by Del Carril, but before he could get the shot, he was aiming at the goal. Sapper Cassette came across, whipped it off the end of his stick. And now it's a repeat. Out over the boards by Sapper Cassette. Free hit to La Magdeleine. And they've got because they're just the beginning of the season, they've got an arrangement that at halfway through each chukker, they will all go off and change their ponies. Nobody's quite fit enough yet for 7 minutes on the go. We'll restart with the free hit to La Magdeleine. Santi Laborde picks up the ball for La Magdeleine. Hits it long up to about the 60 in the middle of the ground. Lovely little shot up. Picked up though by Alejandro Aznar. He gets it to Cassette. Neat little flick underneath his pony up to Fernandez. He turns on the ball. He's marked by Mackenzie, who comes back to beat. Mackenzie sticking to him like glue. Leave the ball behind. And that's Yara Del Carril. Hits it down, unlucky. Bounced off a pony. And the bounce back came on Sapper Cassette's line. And the whistle goes, and it's against La Magdeleine. Alejandro Aznar takes the 30-yard penalty straight through the middle of the posts. And the score goes to 2-1 to Marques de Riscal. It's just wide. Lovely shot from the boards there by La Magdeleine. Mackenzie brings in the ball for de Riscal. Saladas picks it up, tries to bring it round. Ball's left for Cassette. Oh, they're all turning on it. They're all nice and relaxed today, but quick. Ball's left behind, picked up by Cassette. La Magdeleine Delta makes space for Cassette. He hits it down. He was looking for Mackenzie, but it's going to be Laborde for La Magdeleine. Lovely pass to Fernando Llorente. He's got nobody in front of him, though. Del Carril goes on the run. Aznar's back there in defence. Hits it across the ground to the far side onto the boards. Mackenzie and Del Carril in hot pursuit. Mackenzie gets there first, but unfortunately flicks it out over the boards. It's going to be a free hit to La Magdeleine. Right, that is the end of the chuck-up. The score is 2-1 to Marques de Riscal. Nice open, relaxed play, and we'll see you in a few minutes. Right, and the teams making their way back onto the pitch. Umpires calling in the players. Start with a free hit from the ball going out at the end of the chuck-up with La Magdeleine with the ball. Lovely long hit down towards the middle. Has it gone wide? Chris Mackenzie brings the ball in for Marques de Riscal. There's the pass. He's looking for Cassette. Del Carril went to meet him, but Cassette hits it. Lovely shot, well up over the half to Fernandez, and he hits the ball down. But it's going to be La Magdeleine in defence in the shape of Laborde. Turns on the ball. Hits it up, but intercepted by Cassette. Playing off 9 goals this year in England. They're all just... Alejandro Aznar to take this penalty again. Straight down the middle for king of the 30-yarder. Score now 3-1 to Marques de Riscal. The burgundy shirts of Marques de Riscal heading towards the scoreboard. Nice little flick by Cassette, but picked up by Fernandez Llorente, but only as far as Sonadas. Santi Sonadas on the ball now, turns, comes around the back, trying to get round the back of Fernandez Llorente, gets enough room to get the shot away to Cassette. Cassette under pressure from Laborde, still with Cassette, what a lovely under the neck shot, going right across the goal. Sonadas going up, but is he going to get there before it goes out the back? Yes, he is. Good play. Ooh, stolen off the end of his stick there by Fernandez Llorente. On the boards now, La Magdeleine. Fernandez Llorente getting great help there from Del Carril. Unlucky with the shot, just he caught the back of a pony. La Magdeleine just couldn't get the shot in. Fernandez Llorente tries that little open backhand, but it's picked up by Cassette. Cassette on the ball now. Loud blast the whistle. Time is going quickly. That's the half chucker. Not too many fouls in this warm-up match in the Trippetts Challenge. All right, we start with a free hit to Marques de Riscal. Chris McKenzie on the ball now. Hits it across the ball, across the grounds, looking for Sapo Cassette. Laborde goes to meet him. Sonadas goes right down the pitch. Oh, unlucky there. Shot went straight into the back of Santi Laborde's pony. Ball. La Magdeleine towards the scoreboard in their sort of dark blue shirts with the gold bits. Thrown in, bounced off a pony. Sapo Cassette goes to the backhand, doesn't get it. The ball falls to Fernandez Llorente. He's out on his own. He's absolutely on his own. Nobody's going to get back to him. He hits the first approach shot to within the 30. Just a question of tapping it through now. Commentator's curse didn't apply this time. In it goes. 3-all the score. Ball's in play again. The Magdeleine on a hot shot, but it's now Sonadas on the ball now. Takes Del Carril out of the play, and it's Chris McKenzie coming down with it. Laborde just got across in front of him and made the near side backhand defensive shot. Cassette, big ride off there on Del Carril. Still with Sapper Cassette going down the boards. Got to go for that big shot. It didn't get quite connect as he wanted, and it falls to Laborde. Laborde for La Magdeleine. Closely marked by McKenzie. Cassette goes in for the steal, doesn't get it. Gets it on the second attempt, though. Great play there by Sapper Cassette. Goes for a backhand towards the goal and through the posts. 4-3 the score. As we're in the last minute of this, the second chukker. Umpire stopped the clock, demanding space down the middle. In goes the ball. Bounces out on the Riscal side of the lineup. Fernandez Llorente couldn't quite pick it up. It's now Sonadas and I think it's Del Carril battling for the ball. Del Carril hits it hard down the ground. In fact, it was Laborde. That was Del Carril hitting it up. Looking for Fernandez Llorente. Horrible slip there for Sapper Cassette. Still with Fernandez Llorente. And the whistle's gone. I think Sapper Cassette's pony just slipped and may have damaged itself. And that is going to be chukker. Not quite sure what they've decided at the end of that, but it'll all become clear when they ride out again.
I like stunning, I like shining, I like $1 million deals. Where's my pen? Bitch, I'm signing. I like those Balenciagas, the ones that look like socks. I like going to the jeweler, I put rocks all in my watch. I like texts from my exes when they want a second chance. I like proving niggas wrong, I do what they say I can't. They call me Cardi, Cardi, banging body, spicy mommy, hot tamale, hotter than a Somali. Bird, go, Ferrari.
Okay, and the teams make their way out for the third chuck-up. Scores stand at 4-3 to Marques de Riscal. We're going to do the last chucker with La Magdeleine on the attack. The horrible slip for Sapper Cassette's penny, and they blew the whistle just before they had a chance to score the goals. They're going to start with a throw-in. Marques de Riscal defending the very short end of the ground. Sonadas tries to hit a shot out. Everyone's sticks go in the air. And it looks like they have decided that the La Magdeleine players were riding into Santi Sonadas' shot. So an opportunity for Marques de Riscal to get away from their own goal. Mackenzie on the ball now. Taps it forward. Ooh, hits it long but straight into Facu Fernandez Llorente. And that is going to be a penalty for La Magdeleine. The onus is on the person hitting the player in front of him. Unless the umpires decide that somebody is deliberately blocking their way. Looks like they've gone to the third man for a bit of a help out. Third man today is Henry Fisher. All of the officials for the Trippetts Challenge come from the professional umpires group. It looks like it's that one of those 6-1, half a dozen of the other decisions. We would say no foul, but they would probably say both fouled, and they're going to restart with a throw-in. Then goes the ball, bounces off a penny, comes out on the La Magdeleine side. Jared Del Carril on the ball now. Lovely shot, straight between the posts. That sorted that particular melee out, and it's now 4 goals each in the third chukker. Balls in. Comes out beautifully. Picked out of the line there up to Sonadas. Santi Sonadas on the ball. Ridden out of it. Cleared away by Del Carril looking for Llorente. But it's Cassette turns first. Sonadas on the ball now. Looking for somebody to pass to. Up goes Sapper Cassette. Told to play it by the umpires. Plays it out to the right. Well read there by Fernandez Llorente. Oh, what a steal there by Sapper Cassette. Got back there by Del Carril. Cassette and Carril having a hell of a battle there in the middle, and it came away with Cassette. What a shot in across the goal. Now Sonadas tries to turn it across the front of Laborde. All getting a little bit messy in there. Mackenzie dives in, comes out with the ball. Trying to clear the shot, just going up towards the goal, and decision was penalty one, and it's going to be from the middle of the ground for Marques de Riscal. That has decided the foul was so severe, or somebody complained about it. Going to be Chris Mackenzie to take this penalty. Sonadas and Asnar go down the ground. There's the pass. Lovely pass there from Mackenzie, but it's picked up beautifully there by La Magdeleine. Laborde hits it up. He was looking for Fernandez Llorente. Del Carril nearly got there, but there's strong defence by Marques de Riscal. Fernandez Llorente, though, does turn with the ball. He's got Cassette in hot pursuit. Cassette does enough. Oh, what a good play there by Del Carril. Comes away with the ball. Leaves it for Llorente. Oh, there's stealing and then there's downright robbery. I think they decided that Saba Cassette didn't have the play there, and they're going to move it down for La Magdeleine. Penalty to be taken by Jared Del Carril. Lovely, nice, easy swing. Ball goes straight between the posts for the 30-yard penalty. Scores back even, 5-all. Okay, there it is, half chuck up. They'll now go and change their ponies. And we start with a free hit to La Magdeleine. Hit it long, met by Cassette, but picked up again by... It's up over the... Lovely shot. Easy goal from that penalty in the middle of the ground, and it's now 6-5 to La Magdeleine. comes out on the Riscal side of the lineup. Picked up by Mackenzie. Closely marked. But it gets the pass away to Sonadas. Sonadas on the ball now. Hits it long. Look, oh, lovely pick up there by Mackenzie, but strong play in defence by Fernandez Llorente. But he only clears as far as Sonadas. Sonadas now on the ball. Closely marked there by Laborde. Goes for the long shot. Gets through the crowd, but it's going out to the right. Santi Laborde to take this hit in for La Magdeleine. Out towards the grandstand, and Fernandez Llorente. He's got his shadow in the shape of Cassette come with him. Still with Fernandez Llorente. Mackenzie comes in to meet him on the boards. Strong play there by Mackenzie. Gets the ride off. Fernandez Llorente comes back for more. And it's going to pop out. Who's it going to pop out with? Cassette. No, Cassette's robbed by Fernandez Llorente. Very strong play by the number 2 for La Magdeleine. Battling everybody. Hits it wide across the ground. And unfortunately it goes out over the back line. Very strong play there by Facundo Fernandez Llorente. He had Mackenzie and Cassette all over him. Mackenzie gets us underway again off the back line. Hits it towards the grandstand. Unlucky there. Bounces off the hoof of Sapa Cassettes, but it falls to Sonadas. Sonadas leaves it behind. Cassette hits it long and hard. Right down the middle. Sonadas comes through at speed. Fernandez Llorente coming with him. Going to bring it inside. He's looking for his runners. There's a runner in the shape of Asnar. Asnar straight there. Just in front of the goal. Gets the bouncing ball. And it must have gone wide. There was no white flag flying. I think they felt that Alejandro Asnar did not have that line. Dangerous play. And they brought it back to a 5B in the centre of the ground for La Magdeleine. Santi Laborde on the ball now. Sonadas goes to meet him. He hits it long. Well read there by Cassette. And Cassette was on that line like a absolute lightning. No play for Facundo Fernandez Llorente. That is Chaka. Didn't hear the bell. It's gone very quiet. So we reached the halfway point of the game, and La Magdeleine lead by 6-5.
No sé si lo sabes, pero mami a veces te extraño. Que no estés conmigo me hace daño. No quería hacer esto, pero solamente te pido un besito más. Mami, tú me subes los síntomas. Lo nuestro no era chingar nomás. Antes que te vayas, por lo menos, mami, solo dame un besito más. Es que tú me subes los síntomas. Lo nuestro no era chingar nomás. Yo soy tu loquito más.
Right, and umpires make their way out. And we've got a few stats there for you. Field goals, 5-2 in favour of La Magdeleine. Pretty foul-free. I think it's beginning to warm up a little bit as the competitive juices begin to run. And that'll probably change in the second half. No doubt about it, though. Alejandro Aznar is king of the 30-yard penalty. Get everyone. Just a quick reminder of the teams. Quick reminder of the teams for Marques de Riscal in the burgundy shirts. With number 1, Alejandro Aznar. 2, Santi Sanadas. 3, Sapo Cassette. 4, Chris Mackenzie. And for La Magdeleine in the dark blue shirts with the gold bits. At number 1, Alexandra Garese. At 2, Facundo Fernandez Llorente. 3 is Jared Del Carril. And at 4 is Santi Laborde. And the score as we start the fourth chukker is 6-5 to La Magdeleine. As a reminder, the umpires are Peter Wright and Jason Dixon. And the third man is Henry Fisher. Ah, well done, La Magdeleine. Just got in there quick. Fernandez Llorente still fighting for that ball. It looks like Sanadas has got the ball on the boards, but he showed a bit too much of it. And that's Del Carril. Hits the ball up. He's looking for Laborde. Sanadas just gets enough on it, and Cassette comes through, but didn't look in his rearview mirror, and it looks like it was Jared Del Carril coming through behind him. Moved up to an undefended penalty. Del Carril to take this penalty for La Magdeleine. Easy as you like. Straight between the posts. And they run out to a 2-goal advantage, 7-5. Ball's in. They don't wait for everyone to come back anymore. And it's picked up there beautifully there by Del Carril. He gets a long shot down. Sapo Cassette going back hard in pursuit. But it's still with Del Carril. How did he get that shot away underneath his pony? Picked up in front of his goal by Cassette. Ball's there lying in front of the goal, and it's going to be Solares comes through, hits it hard up the ground. Del Carril coming back at speed to pick up that ball for La Magdeleine. Turns on the halfway. Looks like the pace of this has picked up a little bit in the second half. Strong defence there by Marques de Riscal. Santi Sanadas on the ball now. Just tapping it along in the air. Oh, unlucky. Ball just skidded, but Cassette was there helping him out. Demanding some space, and what a shot down the ground for Mackenzie coming through. Mackenzie hits it long, looking through. think there was just a meeting there of Alejandro Aznar and I think it was Alexandra Garese. Anyway, the balls went out and it's going to be long hit in there by La Magdeleine up to, oh dear, repeating the mistake of Sapa Cassette, because this time it was Sapa Cassette in Fernandez Llorente's mirror. Didn't see him, and it's going to be a spot penalty to Marques de Riscal. Sapa Cassette coming round to take this penalty. Chris McKenzie goes right down. Cassette just taps it. Hits it long and high. But unfortunately, not quite handsome enough. Out to the left. Score stays 7-5 to La Magdeleine. I think we're doing a quick change of pony, half chucker. Right, the chucker will get underway again. With a hitting off the back line by La Madeleine. Looks like it's Santi Laborde getting himself wound up to do it. We've now got a full complement of two teams. Laborde just taps it forward. Sends it out looking for Del Carril. Del Carril pushes it up the pitch almost the halfway. Fernandez Llorente just loses the line there to McKenzie, who gets a nice little tail backhand. Looking for Alejandro Aznar. He just didn't pick it up, and it's going to be Fernandez Llorente on the ball again. Nice pass. Doesn't get as far as Santi Laborde, who went ahead up for it. It's going to be McKenzie. Makes space, turns it, passes it out to Aznar on the grandstand boards. Aznar pushes it up. Just pushes it into the ground, and it's going to be cassette for Marques de Riscal. Hits it down. Fernandez Llorente comes through in defence, called off it there by Del Carril. Now it's Del Carril, comes around. Hits it long and hard. Fernandez Llorente didn't get the shot he wants. Del Carril though still there in support. What a lovely near side shot there from Del Carril. Mackenzie though got the line. Tail backhand to the boards. Fernandez Llorente in yet another scrabble with Cassette for the ball, but he looks like he's going to get it out with the help from Laborde. Laborde hits it right across the goal. Who can get onto it first? It looks like Mackenzie's there. Strong in defence, Chris Mackenzie hitting it up. Still with Mackenzie, hits a long pass. He's looking for Sonades. Oh, what a lovely play. Terrific open backhand there by Del Carril, but only as far as Cassette. This is now going left and right everywhere. Sonades went for the under the next shot, but the umpires probably thought he was a little bit too close to Facundo Fernandez Llorente. So this match, having started off quite gently, nice easy Polo, is just beginning to accelerate as the competitive juices begin to run and the horses get more excited. So it's a spot penalty for La Magdeleine. And it's going to be Del Carril picking it up. Sonades goes to meet him. Del Carril, he didn't get the shot he wanted. It's going to be Santi Sonades. He's on the ball now. Just trying to keep it away from Del Carril. Lovely play. On the boards. Pressure from Del Carril. It's still with Sonades. Cassette following up, does a great job. But it goes out into the open. Picked up by Laborde. Short pass. Finds Fernandez Llorente on the ball now. Hits it long and hard, up to about the 30. But there are two shirts back there for Marques de Riscal. And it comes away with Cassette. Turns back in. Flicks it to Sonades. He comes away with it. Lovely play. He's got nobody in front of him. He's just going to carry it the whole way. Or try to. Picking it up on the near side on the boards. Great control on the far side. Lovely play. Bringing it into the middle. Goes for the long shot. Think that bounced off a pony from La Magdeleine, so we will see. When we come back, because that is Chaka. Got a very silent whistle down the far end for the Chaka. But the score is 7-5 at the end of the Chaka. Okay, and the players are getting together, coming back out onto the pitch. That last chukker definitely went in the way of La Magdeleine. They scored 2-0 in that chukker. But Marques de Riscal were coming back strong. And it comes in with the ball with La Magdeleine. Hit it hard and long. Looking for Fernandez Llorente. Backed away by Mackenzie, but only as far as Del Carril. But it bounces for Cassette. Cassette's backhand. Sonaras came in to steal that ball from in front of Fernandez Llorente. Umpires were not happy with that. And it's Santi Laborde hitting it forward. He's looking for Del Carril. Del Carril, does he show too much for it? He does to Fernandez, but it's going to be Fernandez Llorente. Turns on the ball for La Magdeleine. They seem to have constricted, pull themselves in a bit. They're not so spread out. Still with Fernandez Llorente. What a massive shot under the neck, but wide to the right. Ball brought in by Mackenzie. The burgundy shirts go down the... That was unlucky. Just bounced off the back of Facundo's pony, but it's still back with Chris Mackenzie. Mackenzie accelerates, hits it long, looking for Cassette. Cassette's beaten to it by Laborde. The ball bounces up. Look at, they're all battling for it. It's still with Llorente. Fernandez Llorente on the ball now. Pushes it forward. Goes for the big shot. Bounces off a pony. Kicked by Santi Sonado's pony. It's all going a little bit messy out there, but now Sonados goes on the long hit. He hits it down. He's looking for Aznar, but he's only found Fernandez Llorente, who seems to be everywhere. I think there's two of them out there. Cassette backs it. Lovely open backhand by Sapa Cassette. Mackenzie can't get on it. Gets the backhand onto the end of the stick of Del Carril. Del Carril pushes it forward. And now it's Laborde. I think that's a half chuck up. They're going to change their pennies. Right, we got two teams back out on fresh pennies. La Magdeleine attacking the scoreboard. Marques de Riscal slightly under pressure. They need a goal. Mackenzie battling for it with Del Carril. The ball bounces out to that man, Fernandez Llorente again. Gets it around the front of Sonadas and up. Ball back in play. Flicked out there by Marques de Riscal, but it falls to La Magdeleine, and it's Fernandez Llorente on the ball now. Mackenzie goes back with him, cuts it in from just wide of the post. Would have been a wonderful shot, lovely cut shot there by Facundo Fernandez Llorente. As we come down to the last 2 minutes of this, the fifth chukker. Penultimate chukker. Mackenzie on the ball now. Under pressure though, hits it up nicely for Cassette, who gained. But first there was Del Carril. Del Carril backs it up. He was looking for Fernandez Llorente, but he didn't find him. Sonadas on the ball now for Marques de Riscal. Long pass down. Alejandro Asda goes for it, but it's backed by Gareze. Plucked out of the air by Cassette, but it falls to Del Carril. Cassette looking for a shot, isn't allowed to get it. There are a few shrugged shoulders, hands up in the air in supplication, but I don't think the umpires are going to change their minds. Put it down on the 60. Chance for Marques de Riscal to get on the scoreboard in the second half. They haven't actually scored since the third chukker. Sapo Cassette to take this penalty. Got plenty of air. The defenders could do about that, and that gets them going again on the scoreboard in the second half of this match. 9-6 the score is to La Magdeleine. Ball in play. Aznar flicks it, but it's picked up by Laborde. Laborde on the ball, attacking the scoreboard. Just leaves it behind. Mackenzie goes for the big open backhand. But there's nobody in red up there. Coming through though, Mackenzie with Del Carril. What a lovely defensive shot by Del Carril. Well read there by Sanande. Oh, that was bad luck. Just left the ball behind and the line stayed with Facundo Fernandez Llorente. Not what Marques de Riscal needed at this point. So as we head towards the end of the fifth chukker, it's an undefended penalty to La Magdeleine. Taken, in fact, by Del Carril. Teed up. Nicely teed up for him, so it's 10-6. As there we are at the end of the 5th chukker, so 1 chukker to go. And we have a 4-goal game. But undoubtedly, the La Magdeleine team have come out much stronger in the second half.
Welcome here to Chantilly in France for the long-awaited final of the First Nations Cup. Our finals here are between France Paca and Korea.
Alexandre Garese, Facundo Fernandez Llorente, Joro Del Carril and Santi Laborde, and the ball is in play with Aznar. Alejandro Aznar on the ball now, brings it round. They're attacking towards the scoreboard. Got a filthy bounce. Mackenzie picks it up though for Marques de Riscal, plucks it out of the air. But it's picked up there by Del Carril, who has a lovely open backhand all the way across the ground. First there, looks like Laborde on the ball now. Hits it down, marked by Stenades, and it's still, oh, lovely little defensive play. Ball. He's got Mackenzie there with him. Mackenzie takes over, passes it down the ground. It's not going to get to Cassette. Fernandez Llorente picks it up, takes it towards his own goal, making a better space. Oh, the ball bounced nicely for him. Comes back to him and he passes it up to Del Carril. Stenades is going to get there first though. Just on the boards. Del Carril goes for the steal. Oh, got a little bit messy, but it's still come away with Marques de Riscal. Cassette calls Stenades off the ball. Now it's Cassette. Brings it across the ground, towards the middle of the center of the ground. Nice little pass to himself. Fernandez Llorente goes to meet him. They've been joined at the hip all match. Still with Cassette. Couldn't avoid the hook, and it's stolen off him by Fernandez Llorente. Hits it long. Got a bit of a horse race. There's only the 2 of the minute. Oh, unlucky. Garese comes through. Doesn't get the shot he wants. Gets enough on it, though. Picked up there by Santos, and now he hits it long. Cassette turned on it, gets away from Laborde. The bouncing ball defeats him though. Santi Laborde turns on it. Got nobody in front of him yet. There goes Del Carril, but well read by Mackenzie. Bouncing ball, beat Mackenzie. Del Carril goes for the long shot. It's a lovely one. Through the posts. 11-6 the score now to La Magdeleine. Just about 3 minutes into this, the final chuck-up. And they're taking the opportunity to go and change their ponies. Right, we get the final part of the final chuck-up underway. Ball bounces off to... It's going to be Laborde, picks it up, reaches out, doesn't get the distance, but he gets enough on it for Fernandez Llorente. Now coming forward, hits it long. He's looking for Del Carril. Carril and Cassette in a horse race. Looks like Cassette's got the line, gets a lovely tail backhand up to Fernandez. Fernandez on the ball now. Flicks it back towards Mackenzie. He's got his runners. Cassette comes in behind him. What a lovely pass up to the middle of the ground. Looks around. Cassette's coming through behind him. Fernandez Llorente goes for the steal. Cassette, oh, he couldn't pick up the ball, but it's going to be Mackenzie. Hits it long and hard from well outside the 60, but it goes wide of the right-hand post. So the score stays at 11-6. Brought in there by, I think it's Laborde, hits it up. And he finds Cassette. Cassette turns. Pushing forward. Still with Cassette. Holds onto the ball nicely. Goes out to the right. Unlucky there. Came off the back of, I think, Garese's pony. And falls to Fernandez Llorente. Carries it all the way across the ground to the boards. Cassette's going with him. Didn't get, just got a little bit of a niggle of a hook on him. But cleared up the road by Del Carril to Laborde. Laborde hits it long and hard. Looking for Alexandre Garese. He's on the ball on about the 60. Just taps it forward. Can't control the direction. It's going to be Mackenzie. Lovely pass there by Chris Mackenzie up to Santi Fernandez. He hits it up. He's looking for Aznar. Aznar gets underneath it, pushes it down to about the 30, over the 60, towards the 30. Under the next shot, didn't get the distance he wanted. Fernandez comes in. He's going to stick and ball this towards the goal. There we are. 11-7. Chance for Marques de Riscal to get a little bit more respectability into the score. Ball's thrown in. Mackenzie on the ball. The Magdeleine go back in defence. Picked up by Fernandez. Oh, he didn't get the shot he wanted to. It's going to be cleared away by Jared Del Carril. What a lovely clearing shot there. Picked up though by Mackenzie. We approach the end of this game. That is the end of the match, and La Magdeleine run out worthy winners by 11 goals to 7.
Good to see you too. See you soon.